In the heart of an ancient land, nestled between rolling hills and dense jungles, there was a village called Makomba. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, their lives entwined with the rhythms of the earth, the rivers, and the sky. Yet, for all their simplicity, the people of Makomba lived in quiet fear of the great Serpent King, Ngando. Ngando was no ordinary serpent. He was a mystical being, said to be as old as the mountains and as wise as the stars. His body was immense, his scales shimmering like the night sky, and his eyes glowed with the light of 1,000 suns. He ruled over the sacred river that flowed through Makomba, ensuring its waters were plentiful and life-giving. But his benevolence came with a price. Once every generation, Ngando demanded a bride, a maiden from the village, chosen to live with him in his underwater palace. The chosen bride was never seen again. Though her fate was wrapped in mystery, the villagers believed that her sacrifice was essential for the prosperity of the land. Without it, the river would dry up and their fields would wither. When the time came for Ngando's next bride, the village was thrown into a storm of dread. The elders gathered in the village square, their faces etched with sorrow, to announce the Serpent King's will. It was said that Ngando himself chose his bride, marking her in a dream. The maiden would awaken with a golden serpent etched like a tattoo on her arm. That year, the chosen one was Abeni, the daughter of the village blacksmith. She was known for her beauty, her kindness, and her unbreakable spirit. When Abeni woke to find the golden serpent on her arm, her heart sank. The villagers, filled with both awe and grief, prepared her for the journey to the sacred river. Abeni's father was inconsolable, but she comforted him, saying, "If my life is the cost of our village's survival, then I will go willingly. Perhaps I can learn the truth about Ngando and the fate of the brides before me." On the appointed day, Abeni was dressed in a gown of white, adorned with beads and flowers, and led to the riverbank. The villagers watched in silence as she waded into the waters. The river seemed to part for her, its currents gentle and inviting. Suddenly, a great shadow loomed beneath the surface. The Serpent King emerged, his massive head rising above the waters, his eyes, glowing like molten gold, locked onto Abeni. Though the villagers trembled in fear, Abeni stood her ground, her gaze steady. With a flick of his colossal tail, Ngando coiled around her and dragged her beneath the surface. Abeni expected to drown, but instead she found herself breathing easily as if the water were air. She opened her eyes to a sight that took her breath away. Ngando's palace was a magnificent underwater world, its walls made of shimmering pearls and its floors paved with gold. Strange and beautiful creatures swam around her, their movements hypnotic. Ngando led her into a grand hall, his massive form shrinking until he appeared as a tall, regal man with serpent-like features. His skin glistened like scales, and his eyes retained their otherworldly glow. "Welcome, Abeni," he said, his voice deep and resonant. "You are not my prisoner, but my queen. You may live here in splendor, or you may leave if you choose. But know this, your village depends on the waters of my river, and without a queen, the river will run dry." As days turned into weeks, Abeni explored the underwater palace and began to uncover its secrets. She discovered that Ngando was bound by an ancient curse. Once a mighty king, he had angered the gods by defying their will. They transformed him into a serpent and tasked him with guarding the sacred river. Only the love of a pure-hearted maiden could break the curse and restore him to his human form. Abeni also found evidence of the brides before her, traces of their presence in the palace from garments to carvings. She realized they had not perished, but had chosen to stay, drawn by the Serpent King's kindness and the beauty of his world. One day, Ngando confessed his feelings to Abeni. "You have shown courage and compassion unlike any I have known," he said, "but I cannot ask you to love me in return. You are free to leave, though it will seal my fate as a serpent forever." Abeni was torn. She missed her family and her village, But she'd also come to see the Serpent King not as a monster, but as a man burdened by his past. She decided to confront the gods themselves. Abeni prayed at the palace's sacred altar, calling upon the gods to hear her plea. To her surprise, they appeared, a swirling vortex of light and shadow. "Why do you defy the balance we have set?" the gods demanded. "I do not seek to defy you," Abeni replied, "but Ngando has atoned for his past. He has protected our land and deserves freedom. If his curse must remain, then let it be shared. I will stay by his side as his queen." The gods were moved by her selflessness and declared, "Your love has proven pure. The curse shall be lifted." Before Abeni's eyes, Ngando's serpent form dissolved into that of a man. He stood before her, regal and human once more, his gratitude shining in his eyes. The gods blessed their union, and the sacred river flowed stronger than ever, ensuring the village's prosperity for generations to come. When Abeni and the restored Ngando returned to the surface, the villagers were awestruck. The rains came, the fields flourished, and the people celebrated the couple as saviors. Abeni's bravery and love had not only broken the curse, but had also brought peace between the human and mystical worlds. The story of Abeni and the Serpent King became a legend, passed down through generations as a testament to the power of love, courage, and sacrifice. And so, the elders would say, let us remember that even the mightiest can be redeemed, and the purest hearts can change the course of destiny. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the legend of Abeni and the Serpent King. What did you think of this ancient tale of love, sacrifice, and miracles? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more captivating tales from around the world, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Share this video with your friends and family who might love stories steeped in mystery and deep meaning. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the magic of ancient legends. See you in the next one.